Good morning, my people, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo. My people, as usual, I just finished protesting. So I come to bring you an update as to my protest. It was another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Nothing spectacular happened. Nothing that is worth speaking about in this forum because it does not tie in. But all in all, it was another beautiful day for protesting. I must remind you, the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, or the white man's fame. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American? My people, I was exposed to some very frightening statistics. Statistic that will frighten any leader of a country. According to UNICEF, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has a youth unemployment of 49%. That means 49% of our youth within working age is unemployed, almost half. These are people who are living in a country and have responsibility for themselves and in some cases for others. Yet, 49% of our youths are not working. Almost 50%. My people, and I saw the silly Prime Minister we have, that silly guy Ralph Gonsalves, is trying to justify and trying to say that the UNICEF figure is wrong. One of the things you must understand is UNICEF and the other wings of the United Nations do not go into people's country and conduct studies. When you hear UNICEF or the United Nations Development Program or any such United Nations organization quote figures concerning a country, it is based on the statistics that the country's statistical department have provided for them. They don't go about and run studies. So when the United Nations wing says that St. Vincent and the Grenadines have a 49% youth unemployment, they are not predicting or guessing. They are just quoting the statistics that was presented to them. My people, I dare to say that the UNICEF figure is wrong. The situation in St. Vincent is worse. Because remember, between 2019 and 2023, during the pandemic, Ralph Gonsalves penalize public and civil servants, government employees for making a decision in their best interest of their medical health. Thousands of Vincentians were put on the breadline. That means a large percentage of those people from the private sector and from the public sector that lost their job now compounds the UNICEF number. So my people, it might be somewhere over 50% of youths within St. Vincent and the Grenadines that are of working age, that are unemployed. It's worse than the UNICEF figure says. My people, this is serious business. Ralph Gonsalves have never created a new job since he took the office of Prime Minister some 20 years ago. Not only did he not produce a new job, many jobs went redundant under his administration, and many jobs became, the government were unable to employ or to fill the posts that were left vacant through resignation and retirement. And when he put thousands of Vincentians out of a job and refused to re-employ them, even now the pandemic is over, the unemployment situation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is far worse than the United Nations agencies are accounting for. Don't let them fool you, my people. And then the fool is going on television, radio, and on social media and is encouraging Vincentians to produce more children because our birth rate is too low. My people, they don't understand what is happening. The low birth rate is a reflection of a disastrous economy. I will get into that later. My people, this guy don't know what he's doing, and he loves to talk so much that when he speaks, he's speaking out of turn and is really revealing things that he's trying to hide. My people see him on TV trying to dispute that the United Nations figures about the youth unemployment in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He's trying to rationalize it. Why would he try to rationalize a reality? To what? Fool the people so he can be elected again? My people, it's disastrous in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Let me tell you how I know it is disastrous in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have about 109,000 people, the population. 55,000 of those people are males. 53 are females. My people are a healthy community. Always have a higher female population than the male population. Remember, in our culture, in the culture of the Israelites, the men are permitted to have more than one wife. And this could only happen when there is a much higher female population than there is a male population. My people, you have to ask yourself, why is it the male population is much higher, almost 3,000 more male than female? It's because of something I'm going to explain to you that you have to know. Use common sense to tie it in. Let me tell you why St. Vincent and the Grenadines' low birth rate is a direct result of the poor economy of our country. The Most High God is a marvelous God. He is an awesome creator. The Most High God created man with two different levels of consciousness. You have the conscious and you have the subconscious. The subconscious far outweighs the conscious. Our conscious self has to do with our ability to see, to smell, to taste, to hear, to feel. This is managed by the central nervous system, the brain, and the spinal cord. Right? Our subconscious are far more intelligent than our conscious. Let me explain something to you. When the conscious have to be battling with understanding what we have perceived through our senses, immediately the subconscious knows and put it into perspective. There is another aspect of the human body that no one speaks about. We have two nervous systems. We have the central nervous system, which is the brain and the spinal cord, and we have the autonomic nervous system, which is responsible for regulating those things in our body that we have no control over. Now, when you have something like a low birth rate in a country, it is the subconscious and the autonomic nervous system working together. Let me tell you something. If you go and you test the men in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you will discover that our men are producing weak and limped sperm cells. Not because they're unhealthy, but because that is the way the autonomic nervous system is dealing with the economic problem of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Survival. If you go and you check the ladies, you will discover that the ladies are producing small eggs, and eggs that are difficult to produce. So even if you tell them, go and produce, they will not produce. Let me make it a little simpler by going over to the plant world, to the animal kingdom rather. If there is a flock of wild pigeons, and some member of the community comes and starts feeding those wild pigeons on a regular basis, you will notice one significant thing. They will start multiplying rapidly because there's more than enough food to go around for everyone. It's the same thing in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because the economy is so bad, the central nervous system and the autonomic nervous system are now causing our men to produce limp sperms. Our women are producing small and difficult to fertilize eggs. This is going to persist until the economic situation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines improve, and then the autonomic nervous system will go back to a place where the men start producing healthy, strong sperm cells, and the woman begin producing healthy eggs, and then you will see a raise in the birth rate. Until our economy picks up, expect the birth rate to get lesser and lesser. It is the Most High God who created us that way to ensure survival in His creation. It's nothing special. So when Ralph Gonsalves tried to tell you about the education revolution and all of this foolishness, he is a failed prime minister. Our economy is in a crisis mode. That is why our autonomic nervous system is taking such a drastic act to reduce the population to ensure those people survive. My people, our country is in such a disastrous position economically that even though the NDP win the next election, they would not know what to do. There is only one man who is able and is capable to bring us back from the precipice of disaster, and that is a man who is trained by the Most High. That man is your chief. That man is the chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. Have a good weekend. Happy Sabbath to all. I'm gone.